Hi children, it's Mrs. Ralph here. So today we are going to be counting in tens from 10 to 100. Okay, and there's lots of different challenges in between, and there's another song that you're going to learn to help you remember. So first of all, we need to think about what the numbers look like and the order that they come in. So we're going to start at 10. Okay, 1 and a 0. So we're counting in 10 to begin with. Okay, so after 10, we're going to add another 10 to make 20, a 2 and a 0. Next, we're going to count again up in 10 to 30, a 3 and a 0. Then we go up in 10 to 40, a 4 and a 0. We go up again to 50, a 5 and a 0. Then we go up in 10 to 60, a 6 and a 0. Then we go up to 70, a 7 and a 0. Then we count again on 10 to 80, an 8 and a 0. We go up to 90, a 9 and a 0. And this is a really big number here. We go to 100, a 1 and 2 zeros. So there are lots of numbers on our board. Let's just go through them, counting in 10. 10, 20, count with me, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. So there are lots of numbers there to remember, and again it's really important that we know how to count up in 10. And I've got a little song for you to remember. Now give me a thumbs up if you've heard of the Addams Family. Anyone heard of the Addams Family before? Now the Addams Family are a fictional, which means they are made up, a family who, let's just say, are maybe a little bit different from us. Okay, they live in quite a dark, big sort of gothic house, and they do things quite differently to us. They're a bit more interested in vampires and those sorts of things rather than going out scooting and playing football. They like to do lots of different things and make potions and so on. If you get a chance, maybe look up and have a picture of what the Addams Family look like. Okay, maybe you can tell me, maybe some shout out later on, what colours that they tend to wear. Now they've got a very special theme tune to announce their song and their family. So I'm going to play it for you. Some of you might know it already and you can hum and sing along, or some of you might be learning it for the first time, and that's okay. So I'm going to play it for you, and then we're going to use that tune to sing our numbers. Here we go. Go, this is where we'll start.
They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family. Their house is a museum. When people come to see them, they really are a scream, the Addams Family.
Neat. Sweet.
So, now we don't have to remember all of those words, from that song. We just need to remember the tune. So I'll sing it for you and with the numbers, and then you can pause the video and you can sing it back with me. So I'll sing it a few times. So I'll sing it first, then you can sing it, and hopefully you'll remember these numbers a little bit easier. So I'll do it slowly and then we'll start to build up into the speed. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. There's 10 and 20, 30 and 40, 50, 60 and 70, 80, 90 and 100. Counting in tens, counting in tens, counting in tens, counting in tens, counting in tens. So, should we give it a go? Let's do it together. We'll do it a little bit slower, okay? And you can either click or you could clap once we've said counting in tens. Or you could do another little action. It's entirely up to you. It's just a bit of fun. So, we'll do it a bit slower. And then, as I said, we'll build up the speed. 1, 2, 3. There's 10 and 20, 30 and 40, 50, 60 and 70, 80, 90 and 100. Counting in tens, counting in tens, counting in tens, counting in tens, counting in tens. So, shall we bring it a bit more up to speed? And maybe you can think of a new action that you can do once we've said counting in tens. So, here we go. 1, and I want you to be much, much louder this time. You were a little bit quiet before. Much louder. Off we go. 1, 2, 3. There's 10 and 20, 30 and 40, 50, 60 and 70, 80, 90 and 100. Counting in tens, counting in tens, counting in tens, counting in tens, counting in tens. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that and that's helped you counting all of these really, really big numbers all the way up to 100. Even if you want to just do the first part first and then learn the second part, that's okay. So let me know how you get on. Take care, everyone. Bye.